Hi guys, thank you for joining me today. I'm going to do a short story which happened roughly about 6 months ago. So I'm at the grocery store and it's pretty crowded that day. And everybody's trying to squeeze past each other with the carts. Some carts are wide and the aisles aren't that much wider. So I'm at the grocery store, so I noticed this one lady at the end of the aisle. She had her cart like kind of cata-cornered, and it was hard for this little girl. I would say maybe she was about 8 or 9 years old, little black girl. And I'll just say the lady looked like a Becky. And if I offend anyone by saying Becky, I'm sure you've called me plenty of names. So let's just get past that. So anyway, the little girl was trying to maneuver her cart past Becky. And I would say Becky was probably in her mid-60s. Too old to be acting as immature as she did. But anyway. The little girl is trying to maneuver her cart, and Becky wouldn't budge. She saw the girl struggling, and she just looked at her with, I can't even do I'll try to do the expression, but just looked at her, and it was like I can't do it because I don't have that hate in my heart to really show the facial expression. But you saw by her expression that without even knowing this little baby, and yes, she's a baby at 8, 9 years old. Yeah, she's a baby to me. You could tell she had hatred in her heart for her. It was so obvious. So the little girl bumped into her, and she really gave her to, instead of she had room enough to pull her cart back, but she was just adamant about not letting this girl, little baby, have it easy. She was going to make her work to get out, get past her. So the little girl, she bumped her, and the little girl said, "Excuse me." Very polite. Her mom must have told her to respect your elders, She said, "Excuse me," when clearly it was the lady's fault for not just backing up because she was blocking most of the aisle. So she moved, she went on, and the lady's head just kind of followed her with that look. So I purposely, turned my cart around a little bit more. And I just slammed into her cart. And I just told her, I looked right in her eyes, and I told her, "You could have let that baby go by, but you just being mean and evil." And so I went about my business. I saw the little girl get in line, and, and I felt, she was okay. The lady went one way and I went the other. And I'm using the word lady loosely, So I get to the back of the store where the meat aisle is, where the dairy, and eggs and all that, and I finish my shopping. So I'm going one way, and the lady is coming towards me. As I passed her, she said, "You ruined my day." "I ruined your day." I just looked at her at first, and then I said, "I don't really give a care what I ruined." And I went to go past, and as I went past, she grabbed my arm. Ooh, child. It took every bit of whatever restraint I had in my body. Because, see, you don't know what people have gone through in their life. You don't know what kind of day they had. And to put your hands on another person, she assaulted me. I told her, if you don't take, and y'all excuse me, I'm going to have to tell you exactly what I said. And I can't sugarcoat it. And I did. I said, if you don't put your GD hands on me, I will kick your ass right here in this store. I will drag you every way but a loose. And she took her hands off me. And I was so upset. So I said, I can't let her get away with this. So I went to one lady, she was stocking, the cans, an employee, and I told her what happened. She said, oh, really? And so she said, come with me. I'm going to take you to the store manager. So she took me to this store manager, and the store manager looked like she was at least 6'2". And she looked like she was American Indian, just American Indian, just standing, I'm the store manager, And I told her the story. She said, let's walk around the store. Point her out to me. So we walk in. So at first, I didn't see her. So I said, we got back to the front of the store, and I was getting ready to get in one line, and I noticed the lady was in the other line. I said, there she is. There she is right there. I said, now, are you going to handle this, or should I call the police? I should call the police because she assaulted me. And if you have your cameras on, you will see from your surveillance cameras that she grabbed my arm. And so the lady, the manager says, oh, I'm going to handle this. So I saw her go up to the lady in the aisle, and the lady, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, she says to the manager. So the manager came back to where I was. I was still standing in line. She said, did you hear? I said, yeah. She said, I'm going to give her one more chance. One more chance. And if not, I'm going to call the police. You can call her right now because she did touch you. I said, I'll let you handle it. Because, you know what? I should have called the police, but what I had to do, and we have to take time to do what we need to do. And I'm telling this story, but actually, I just didn't have, the time for the nonsense. And plus in my area, I don't know. I just didn't want to deal with it right now. So I figured, you know what, rather than to call police, I really wanted to kick her butt. But I said, well, that's not ladylike, and I'm not going to be fighting up in these streets. At my age, I'm just too old for that. Don't push me though. So the manager, as I was getting my groceries and going to my car, I saw the manager and her talking. And she was in tears and all this. And I started to walk over there. I said, I don't have time for this nonsense. And I had given the manager my telephone number, to call me, if she needed further information or what have you, see what happened. So I did find out that the lady apologized and said, that, she would give me an apology. And I just told the manager, what, she owes that little girl an apology. I really don't have anything to say to her, because if she say one thing out of the way, I will forget I'm a lady for a moment, and we gonna dance, and it won't be the cha-cha. So anyway, that's my little story. All I want to do is tell people, when you're out and about and you see, some people send their kids in the store, get a loaf of bread, gallon of milk, or what have you. They sit in the car, watch your little brothers and sisters. Make sure that they're okay. If you see anything going down, because some people are cowards. They'll pick on a little kid, but, when she saw that, when she grabbed me, I was ready to go toe to toe, then, she backed up and, but anyway, watch our younger, people, make sure they're safe. I'm so tired of seeing our kids abducted and killed and hurt and embarrassed and fearful. I'm so tired of that. So please, just watch out for them when you're out and about, and if you see someone walk up to them that, it doesn't look like they know them. And usually you can tell by people, facial expressions, how they react to people, you know, especially a kid, you know, whether they know someone or not, and just kind of, you know, study for a little bit just to make sure they're okay. That 8 or 9 little baby that I call a baby, that could have been my grandbaby, that could have been my daughter, and just, you know, who knows what was on her agenda. If she would have put her hands on that child, I would have forgotten my age. I would have forgotten my surroundings, and I would have slapped her till she was red. I'm just not having it with the babies. I love children. I love babies, and you're not gonna mistreat them. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. So that's all I got. I'm not gonna preach. So if you have not subscribed, please do so. Give me a like if you like this video, and if you agree that we have to watch our babies. And hit the notification bell so you won't miss any videos in the future. And thank you for tuning in again. And have a great day. Thank you. Good night.